Hey guys, I'm back. For you, it's been like maybe a day or two or maybe even 3, but for me, it's been like 5 seconds since the last video. If you watched my last video, it was a 18 book haul, and you're like, well, how does that make sense with you wanting to clear your shelves out and minimize your TBR? Well, I decided to make one last splurge buying books and then get started on my clearing the TBR list slash shelf slash entire bookshelf. And so yesterday or the day before, bought 18 books, was not on my buying ban. Today I am on my buying ban, so what I decided to do and thought was a good way to get started was to get rid of 18 books. Buy 18 books, get rid of 18 books. Sounds good. So I got rid of books that either have been sitting on my shelf for quite a while, up to a couple years, and books that I either read and just didn't absolutely love and decided to get rid of, or books that I bought years ago and I just don't have interest in them anymore. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these books just yet. Maybe I'm going to sell them, maybe I'm going to give them to my friend, maybe I'm going to give them away. I don't exactly know. If you have any ideas, definitely comment down below and let me know what I can do with them. But yes, getting rid of 18 books to get this TBR minimizing slash book buying ban slash I need to get rid of this started. Okay, so here we go. And here's just a little note before we get started that I want to mention. Don't get mad if I get rid of your favorite book. Don't get mad if you whatever. They're just books that I need to get rid of, and that's the end of the story. It's nothing personal. It's nothing against the story. It's just one of those things that needs to happen. That's it. One of those things. It's one of those things. So the first book that I'm unhauling is a book called Stealing Bases by Carrie Mikulski. Looks like this. It even came with a couple of things. First off, the book is brand new. So has that new book smell. Never open it. And it's even signed to me. And it says, Lisa, enjoy. And I never got around to reading it. I think this was just one of those books that I was interested in a couple years ago. It seemed cool. This girl that's playing sports with guys and just totally, cool. And I thought it was this amazing thing. But it's just, I'm over it. I'm over it. Came with a bookmark. Looks like this. This one's not signed though. Then it came with, I guess, a postcard. Looks like that. And I don't even think that's from this book. I think that's from a different book. And it came with this other bookmark, which is signed. And it has like this little charm, which is a baseball. So, there's that one. Then the second book that I'm getting rid of, which is just massive, is I Like Him and He Likes Her by Phyllis Reynolds Naylor. I thought the cover was cute, thought the title was cute, I thought it was perfect for the summertime, but then as I was Googling it one day, I realized I don't think it's the first book in a series, which is a very, very long series. So I just never got around to picking it up. I just, it's just one of those things where it's like, it sounds good at first, but then when you read into it for a little while, it's just like, do I really want to buy all those other books just to be able to read this one book? And it's like, am I really that interested still years and years later? Like, I don't know. I'm just going to get rid of it. I'd rather give away this book to someone who really wants it and really is going to read it and really is going to enjoy it and needs it to complete their series than keep it and just have it sit on my shelf until one day in 20 years when I finally decide to read it. So yes, I feel like this book has a better purpose somewhere else, not in my bookshelf. So it's going. Then a while ago, I picked up this book called Tunnels by Roderick Gordon and Brian Williams. It's absolutely gorgeous. It is brand new. I think I picked it up for a good price, and I had heard a few good things about it, but then I had also heard a bad kind of review on it from a blogger that I trust a lot, and I'm not going to mention any names, but I'm just not going to pick it up. I'm just not going to pick it up. Again, it's part of like a series trilogy. It's middle grade. When I picked it up, I thought it was interesting, but then as time went on, reviews got a little bit murky, so I decided I'm just not going to read it. I'm not going to bother. I'm not going to read books that I already know I'm not going to enjoy. I'm not going to do that. Giving away Texas Gothic by Rosemary Clementine Moore. I don't really have a reason to get rid of this one. I just feel like I haven't heard anything about it. It's not something that everyone seems to be reading. It's not something that you see in all the bookstores. It's just not, it's not there. It's not, nobody seems interested in it. It's just, you know, it's one of those books that you occasionally read just because it happens to be there, you know, at the right time. This is just not something that I'm excited for. So it's going. Then I picked up Virtuosity by Jessica Martinez. I was about to say Jessica Maritza. Jessica Martinez, and it's she falls in love with the wrong guy. Jeremy is down with the wrong guy for her to fall for. Yada yada. This one, Virtuosity by Jessica Martinez, getting rid of it simply because the first 2 sentences. And definitely one of those books I would have read like 2 or 3 years ago, but just not anymore. The first 2 sentences in the synopsis are, "Now is not the time for Carmen to fall in love." And Jeremy is hands down the wrong guy for her to fall for. Okay, well then don't do it, and let's move on. So then, I'm giving away Sunshine by Robin McKinley. What suckered me in was I don't even know if you can tell, but look how shiny it is and glimmery. But again, one of those books that I picked up on a whim. It says that the author is best-selling and award-winning, but just never got around to picking it up. And I have this book for like 3 years, and it's just going. Next one you guys are going to be mad at me for, and it's The Book Thief by Marcus Suzak. I read it. I enjoyed it. It was really good. The movie was amazing. But I'm never going to read it again. It's just one of those books that you read one time and you really enjoy it, and it was absolutely fantastic, but I'm never going to read it again because I already know what's going to happen, and it's just not one of those books that I would plan to read again. And if I would, which won't happen, I can just borrow it from the library. Get rid of Take Me There by Carol Dean. Picked this book up at Costco. I picked this book up at Costco not wanting this book. As I was purchasing it, I knew I didn't want it. Why did I buy it? Because it came in a set of 2 books. So there was like another book right here, and it was all saran wrapped. And I think they were like $10. And the other book that I wanted, I don't even remember what book it was, because I already read it and got rid of it, or I still have it, or I don't know. But the other book was the book I actually wanted, and for $10, that book was still cheap. So I decided to just buy it anyways. And one day I thought, maybe I'll read it, maybe I won't. Today's the day where I'm deciding that I'm not. And I was sent this as a gift, and it's Picture Me Gone by Megan Rosoff. It was just from a friend, a gift. I tried reading it, it just didn't interest me, and I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm not going to struggle my way through it. So there's that. Oh, F. Alright, then the next book I'm getting rid of is actually a really, really good book, and it's Pure by Juliana Baggett. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It's kind of like a Divergent, Wither, Hunger Games sort of kind of thing. Very futuristic-y, survival-y, end of the world-y. It's really, really good. I would recommend it to anybody who kind of who's read all those books that I just listed and kind of wants something more. This is definitely the book for you. But for me, it's just like I didn't hear anything about the second book. I didn't hear anything about the third book. And you don't see them in stores. You don't see them anywhere. No one's reading them. And it's just like, are they not good? What's going on? Why are people not reading it? On Goodreads, this had almost 17,000 reviews. The second book had 6,000, and the third book had like 2,000. What happened? I don't know. I'm not going to find out. It's going. This is a book that I received like in a prize pack when I first started blogging, and the actual book that I wanted in the prize pack, again, I don't remember what it was. I read it. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I might even still have it. But this was one of those random ones I was thrown into there, and it's The Summer of Firsts and Lasts by Tara Elaine McBoy, and I'm not going to read it. Just not going to do it. I feel like I have so many good summary books that I'm excited to read, and this just isn't one of them, and I feel like someone a little bit younger than me might really enjoy this, so I'm just going to get rid of it. The next few books are actually parts of series or duologies or trilogies and things like that I'm just not going to read. Again, I bought them when I was, 16, 17, that I thought I'd really enjoy, but now that I'm 20 years old, just not going to happen. And the first one is I Tell You That I Love You, But Then I'd Have to Kill You. Then the second one is Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy. And the third one, Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover. And these are by Allie Carter. I really like her other series. What is it called? Oh, where's it at? I don't know where they're at. Oh, the Heist Society trilogy. They're a little bit more grown up, so I really like those. I tried to get into these just maybe a year ago, and I just couldn't do it anymore. They're just too young for me. I don't know, and I feel like someone else is really going to enjoy these, because they're kind of like High Society, but just like lower grade level, So I feel like someone's going to really enjoy these, and that person's just not going to be me. Picked up The Ghost and the Goth and The Queen of the Dead a couple, maybe a year ago or two, and when I bought these, I actually thought they were part of the next books I'm going to show you in like a series, but they weren't, and so they're not really something I want to read, and I'm just going to get rid of them. They're two really good hard copies. They're basically new. I didn't buy them new, but they're basically new, and someone else is going to enjoy these. I'm just not going to enjoy them. I don't think I'll be reading them. I have so many other books that I'm actually really excited to read, and these two just aren't on that list. That I am getting rid of, which are number 17 and number 18, is Generation Dead by Daniel Waters and The Kiss of Life by Daniel Waters. And when I was buying the last two books I just showed you, I thought that those were a part of this series or trilogy, but when I came home, they're actually completely different. But I don't know. They're like, it's about zombies, and I'm just over it. I'm over the zombie thing. Besides Walking Dead, I'm still into that. But just, I don't know. I haven't read a good YA zombie book, so I think I'm just giving up on them. So I'm getting rid of these as well. So I hauled 18 books. I'm getting rid of 18 books, so that makes me feel a little bit better about my decision to make one last big splurge. So yeah. I know some of those books might be some of your guys' favorites, and you're like, why are you doing this, Lisa? I just have to, dude. I mean, like, look how many books there are that I need to read that I'm actually, like, really excited to. But it's like, why am I going to keep these books around when someone else could be enjoying them, and I'm just, like, hogging them here in my little shrine? So I'm going to give them away either here on my blog or here on the internet blog world, the cyber world, or to friends in real life, or I'm going to sell them. I don't really know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm definitely going to get rid of them. I need to get them out of here, and I need to just make space. So if you have any ideas of how I can get rid of them, I'm not sure if I said this before already, just comment down below and let me know. Have you guys unhauled books? What do you think about the whole process? Are you like drowning in your TBR as well? Definitely leave all that down below. I'm really, really interested to see how you guys, resolve this entire like epidemic. It's intense. Can't wait to be like a normal human, going to Barnes & Noble, not feeling completely guilty about having an entire basket full of books when I already have books at home that I haven't read. So yes, I'm excited. I'm excited to see how this goes. I'm excited to see how far I can go. I'm excited to see what my bookshelf's gonna look like. I even took pictures, like before and after pictures, when people lose weight. I'm just losing books. Anyways, so that's it for me today. And I'll see you guys next time. I'll definitely update you guys on book unhauls, book hauls, before and after pictures, all kinds of stuff. So yes, I'll see you guys later, and bye.